Sheriff Dan. Dan was the evil sheriff of Ocean Town. Dan was as cruel as the devil. He worshipped money. Dan was a millionaire, but he paid his police officers almost nothing. The police were very bitter, but Dan didn't care. He only cared about his money. Every person who inhabited Ocean Town disliked him. Dan enforced cruel laws. Once, Dan even put his own brother in jail for throwing a coin into a fountain. Sometimes, he pointed his gun into the air and pulled the trigger. He didn't want the bullets to hit anyone. He just wanted to scare people with the loud sound. Finally, the people of Ocean Town decided that they had to get rid of Sheriff Dan. With their understanding, the crowd sought to unify the town. They marched to Dan's house. He was startled by the sight when he ran to the door. When he opened the door, the crowd jumped on him. They used a rope to tie him to a chair. Dan yelled, "Get your hands off of me! I'll put you all in jail for the rest of your lives." The crowd didn't listen. They carried Dan to the harbor and put him aboard a vessel. Dan was so scared that he began to sweat. He begged, "If you let me go, I will give you all my money." The crowd said back, "Sheriff, we don't care about your money. We know you will never change. We're sending you on a voyage to the middle of the ocean." The boat drifted out of the port, and Dan was never seen again. The people voted for a new sheriff who was kind and fair. Unit 13. Word list. Aboard. When someone is aboard a ship or plane, they are on or in it.
They climbed aboard the kayak and paddled through the river.
Bitter. When a person is bitter, they are upset with someone or a situation.
He was extremely bitter when his computer crashed.
Bullet. A bullet is a small metal object that is shot out of guns.
Bullets come in different sizes for different guns.
Devil. The devil is a powerful evil spirit in some religions.
The church promised protection from the devil.
Drift. To drift means to be moved slowly by wind or water.
The large chunk of ice drifted in the water.
Enforce. To enforce means to make a person follow a rule.
Police enforce traffic laws to keep everyone safe.
Fountain. A fountain is a source of water made by people.
There was a beautiful fountain in the middle of the park.
Harbor. A harbor is an area of water along a shore where boats land.
There were a few small boats in the harbor.
Inhabit. To inhabit means to live in a certain place.
No one inhabits the ancient city.
March. To march means to walk at a steady pace together with others.
The soldiers marched in straight rows.
Millionaire. A millionaire is a person who has at least $1 million.
He became a millionaire because he was smart with his money.
Port. A port is a place where ships stop to load and unload things.
The ship was being loaded with materials at the port.
Sheriff. A sheriff is a police officer who is in charge of a large area.
It was the sheriff's job to make the city safe.
Startle. To startle means to scare someone suddenly.
The loud crash startled the sleeping woman.
Sweat. To sweat means to lose liquid from the body through the skin.
Whenever I work out, I sweat quite a bit.
Trigger. A trigger is the part of the gun that a person pulls to make it fire.
The man had his finger on the trigger of the gun.
Unify. To unify means to bring people or things together.
With their good deeds, the children tried to unify the world.
Vessel. A vessel is a large ship or boat.
We toured the area aboard a luxury vessel.
Voyage. A voyage is a long journey made on a boat or an aircraft.
The astronauts took off on a long voyage to the moon.
Worship. To worship means to like and honor a person, thing, or religious figure.
Many people around the world worship in a church.